Hello, Mrs. Houston here. I just wanted to make a quick video to review the banking project, which if you chose the option to write a letter to your future self, that was what a lot of students chose, and I just wanted to address some part of it, but this feedback could be appropriate for the PSA or public service announcement as well if you chose to do that project. The learning target for this assignment is I can write a letter to my future self or create a PSA to demonstrate my knowledge about banking. Okay, so a lot of you maybe wrote stuff about your life and where you want to be. Now that is a great start. That was what was included on slide 1, just to get you thinking about, where you're going to be, what you're doing, and why. But now I want to know, why is this banking information important for your future? So what I need you to do is go back and, maybe edit. Maybe now you have your rough draft and you're going to edit. You want to include the information you think is most important for you to remember in the future. And I'm even going to add in here, include the banking information. So my expectation is that you include at least 3 pieces of information that demonstrates what you learned throughout the unit. Okay, so you have to include some stuff that you learned about banking. You could be answering the questions from slide number 2. That was just an idea I came up with, and another idea was you could actually calculate the simple or compound interest for an example situation. So, maybe you want to give an example of a car you might buy and look at 2 different scenarios with 2 different interest rates or 2 different number of years. Or maybe you want to say, if you want to have this much money in 10 years, this is how much you need to put in, and you calculate the compound interest to help you to have your certain amount. Remember, you have those online calculators that can help you with that. Okay, so if you go back to slide 2, these were the more specific questions that we kind of reviewed. I just want you to make sure, don't just say, I'm going to have a savings account. Why? What are you going to do with that savings account or the checking account maybe? What bank are you going to choose? Don't just say, I'm going to use ESL. Why? Remember we did the research on the different banks and you looked at interest rates or fees or, whatever. What features are important to you? That kind of relates with the bank. We did a lot about advice for savings. So give yourself some specific advice and strategies that you can use to help you save money. Or, what about taking a loan? Or what are some challenges and how could you overcome them? Okay, so I just wanted to address that issue, and what I'd like you to do, if you haven't started, make sure that you're more specific, but if you already started it, use that as your rough draft, and now you're going to go back and you're just going to add some more details, and you're going to make sure that you're including banking information, and you should have at least 3 pieces of information that demonstrates what you learned. And if you're looking for some places to start, use slide 2, the questions on slide 2.